associated with human intelligence, such as computation, reasoning, learning, and perceiving. Then these are the most familiar AI applications that nagagamit na natin, which is ChatGPT, Bing, Facetune, Lensa, Alexa, Siri, Socrates, Cleo, Cooper, other than AI. So meron pa ba kayong ibang alam na AI application na hindi nakalis? So yan. So kahit yung mga applications na nasa TikTok, like yung mga nag-enhance ng images, so that is an example of an AI application din, na nasa images naman yung focus niya. Then these are the special components that we need to learn para makagawa tayo ng isang AI application or a voice assistance application. So first is the text-to-speech. So under the MIT, the text-to-speech component speaks a given text aloud. Then ito yung logo na makikita natin inside the MIT App Inventor. Then ito yung mga important properties na kailangan nyo malaman, which is the pitch. So pitch is the tone of the voice. The higher the pitch, the higher the pitch number, the higher the tone of the voice, and the lower the number, and the lower the tone of the voice. Then si MIT po, isang ginagamit niyang boses is yung Google Voice Assistant. So default po yung for Android users. So I'm not quite sure lang regarding sa Apple devices kung ano yung nag-run. Then yung maximum value na pwede natin iset sa kanya is 2, and the lowest is 0. Then, for example, if you're going to set the volume or the value of the pitch to 1.5, 1.2, so meron din po yung mga changes or may pagkakaiba po sila. Okay? So next is the speech rate. So the speech rate is the kung gaano kabilis binabasa ng application natin yung text na lalabas. So ganun din. So the maximum value will be 2 and the lowest is 0. Then yung last component or important component is the speech recognizer. So the speech recognizer is a component that transfers voice messages or voice recognition into text. So since text-to-speech is from text to voice, so the speech recognizer naman is from voice to text or sila yung magkabaligtaran. So now for your hands-on activity, please go to the MIT website, which is the appinventor.mit.edu. Okay, so once you're here in the website, you will see here the Create Apps. So you need to click on the Create Apps, then you need to log in using your personal email. Okay, so meron po ba sa inyo first time lang mag-MIT? Meron. So I think karamihan naman is nakita na. Because it's part of your exploration din naman, tama? Okay. So once you log in into MIT, you will see here the projects, My Projects page. So all of the projects that created inside the MIT app will be seen here, or dito sila naka-save. Then to create a new project, so you need to click on the new project. Then you should have create a project name. So creating a project name, meron ding rules si MIT app. So first is you cannot start your project name into numbers. Then second is hindi tayo pwede maglagay ng space. So if we do so, it will be converted into an underscore. Okay, so let's name our application AI application or AI app. Okay, so let's have a quick interface familiarization muna, especially for those na first time pa lang mag-MIT app. So after you create your own project, so you will be proceed here in the designer page. So ano po ba yung makikita natin? So on the left side of your screen, you will see here the palette or the components palette. So these are the elements or components that you can use in creating a mobile application. Then next is the viewer. So in the viewer, so dito po tayo magde-design. So paano po ba tayo maglalagay ng component? So you just need to drag and drop yung mga component na kailangan natin to create or to design your application. Okay? Then as you can see here, while you're designing, you cannot freely drag and drop yung component in a specific area inside your screen. Okay, so para magawa natin yun, so later on is mas i-elaborate na lang natin because you need to use a layout para ma-position nyo po yung mga components na kailangan ninyo sa proper design na gusto po ninyo. Okay? So after the viewers, you have here the components panel. So inside the components panel, dito po man nakalist daw yung mga components na in-add po ninyo. So mayroon po tayo diyang screen, yung mga components na nasa loob po niya. Okay, so this is where we can also rename and delete a component. So yung importance of renaming, so that in terms of coding na, or pag nasa coding part na kayo, you can easily identify kung ano yung function ng component na nilagay po ninyo. Then next is the media. So under the media, so you can upload here all the media files that you need for your application. So video, MP3 files, music, images, Excel files, PDF. So yun po yung mga pwede natin i-upload. But it has a limitation po in terms of maximum file size. So for MP3 files or music files, 2 MB po yung maximum for that. For images po is 2 MB. For music or video files is 5 MB. Then yung mga Excel files po is I'm not so sure lang. Yan. Then lastly is the properties. So every component has a different property. So this is where we can edit yung text size, the component size, background colors, or every interface or yung pinaka-itsura ng isang component, and also yung content na pwede natin ilagay sa atin. Okay? So after that, so let's start on creating your or designing your AI application. But before that, do you have any questions po ba? Okay. So naintindihan naman po, kahit medyo mabilis. Okay. So let me just delete this. Okay, so before we start on designing, what I want you to do po is to download a character or a chibi. Alam niyo po ba kung ano yung chibi? Okay, so yun po yung mga favorite anime characters ninyo or any character na gusto po ninyo na magiging yun po yung itsura or character inside your application. So for go to the Google na lang, you can download any character that you wanted to. So for 2 minutes, please download an image or a chibi character po. Kahit anong character, pwede niyong gamitin. So after you download po a character, so if you can also download na rin po pala yung background na gusto niyong gamitin. So much better if related sila. So please do download din po a background. So any file size na lang muna. So hindi na lang muna tayo maghihigpit dun sa background size. So kahit anong background image na lang po sa akin. Any size na lang po nila. Much better kung portrait size yung, portrait yung orientation ng image na mada-download niya. But if not, it's fine naman. Okay, so naka-download na po ba or done na?
Wait lang po.
Tagal na.
Hanapin niyo yung Diwata Chibi. Diwata Pawis over.
So again, for last 1 minute po so that we can proceed. Okay? Kasi meron lang tayo hanggang 2:45. 2:45 ba dahil? 3.
Nandiyan sa nata.
Tapos break time kayo hanggang 3:30.
Tapos mga fortification.
Okay, so are you done on downloading the images? So once you're done, now we can upload the file. So we can upload the file, choose file, then locate nyo na lang po yung image na na-download po ninyo. Okay, so done na po ba mag-upload? So in uploading a file, so you cannot select all the files that you need. So you just need to upload it one by one, okay? So done na po ba sa pag-upload? Yes. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do, so hindi na tayo maglalagay ng title ng application natin kasi screen roll na lang yung gagamitin natin. So the first thing that you need to add in your application or your screen is an image. So nakikita po ba yung image dito po sa loob ng user interface sa left side? So drag and drop niyo po yung image. Okay? Then after that is we need to set po yung picture. So under the properties of this image 1, you will see here the picture po. So pipiliin po natin yung in-upload natin na character. Okay. So after that, so kung mapapansin niyo po medyo malaki yung image. So you need to adjust the height and also the width. So in setting the height and width, so it has a different option. So the first one is automatic. So meaning po niyan, is automatically mag-a-adapt yung component natin dun sa size ng isang image or yung content na ilalagay natin sa kanya. Then next is the fill parent. So fill parent meaning it will cover all the size or the free space of your screen. Okay? Then pixels is by pixels. So I think alam naman na natin kung ano yung pixels or by square po siya ng ating screen. Then next is the percentage. So si percent is ang percentage ng screen natin. So for example, if we're going to set the height into 50%, it will cover yung 50% size of our screen. Okay? So for our image 1, you can set it on the desired size that you want. So for example, we're going to set it into 30 for the height. Then for the width size, we can change it into fill parent na lang. Or if you wanted na mas smaller siya, you can adjust it into the 20%, 30%. So it's up to you na po. So for example, we're going to set it into fill parent. Then mag-show na po yung image natin. Okay, so again, if sa tingin niya po is medyo maliit yung image, you can adjust the height and width na lang. Okay? Nasundan po ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's proceed. So after you add your character, so the next thing that we need to add is a label. So let's add here one label. So sa baba po nung ating character. So para makita niyo po kung saan napupunta yung component na ilalagay ninyo. So for example, I will drag another label. Makikita niyo po dyan is may mag-highlight po na color blue. So meaning is doon po mapuposition yung component na i-add ninyo sa inyong screen. Okay? So again, add one label on your screen. So the next thing after that is we need to change the text. So under the properties of your label 1, you will see here the text property. So let's change this into question. Dito din na. So question lang. Okay? Then after that, let's add here one text box. So, add tayo ng isang text box inside our screen. So, dito po sa text box na to, yung first text box na in-add natin, dito natin isi-show yung mismong question na kukunin natin from the user of the application. Okay? So after you add the text box, so under the properties of this text box 1, you will see here yung ating dito po sa baba sa behavior na part, yung multi-line, numbers only, and read only. So pag multi-line meaning, you can add the text po na naka-multi-line sila. Then pag numbers only, numbers lang yung pwedeng i-input ng user. Then pag read only, or pag naka-check yung read only, you cannot type here in the text box. So, gagawin natin, so dahil ang kukunin na natin dito is yung mismong information from the user, so let's check po yung read only. Okay? Then, after that, makikita nyo rin po dito sa property, yung hint. So, alam niyo po ba kung ano yung hint? So, if you, example po is nakakita na kayo ng website na may nakalagay na please enter your password here. So, yun po yung hint. So, i-delete lang po natin yung hint para wala pong mag-show na message. Yan. Then, after that, is we're going to change the height and width. So, for example, for the height, so again, the desired size na lang po yung gawin natin. But I think huwag na po masyadong malaki. So, maybe 15% is enough naman po for the height. Then, for the width size, we can just set it into field parent. Okay? So, nasundan po ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, next is we're going to add here a button. So, let's add here one button inside our screen. So, itong button naman po na to, yung mag-trigger para makakuha tayo ng information from the user or ng question. So, again, add one button. Then, we're going to change the text of this button 1 into ask question. Okay? So before we continue po, so for 2 minutes, so what I want you to do is to change the design of this label 1 and also the button 1. So again, you can change the design of that or yung appearance ng ating components inside their properties. So you can find here the background color, text size. So again, it's up to you na po kung anong design yung gusto po ninyo. Okay? So for 2 minutes, lagyan po natin ng design yung ating question label, and also the question as a question button. You can also change the background color of this text box. Okay? So again, for 2 minutes, so lagyan po natin ng design yung dalawang component or tatlong component natin. So, kunyari, tapos na yung 2 minutes na. Okay? So, ganda po ba? So, bisikan na lang natin yung ating pagde-design. Okay? So, as I observe po dun sa screen ng iba, medyo napuno na ata yung screen niya, right? Okay. So, ang pwede mo natin gawin para po madagdagan pa po yung components or magkasya po sila sa isang screen is you can change po yung ating screen into a scrollable. So, you can just click on the screen 1 po. Then, under the properties of your screen 1, you will see here the scrollable. So, you just need to put the check para po mag-work po siya as a scrollable. But, if hindi pa po puno yung ating screen, so hindi pa po show dyan yung scroll. Okay? So, pag nadagdagan na lang po ninyo later on. Okay? So, after you design your screen 1 or yung 3 po components natin, so we're going to add 2 more components for the design. So, let's add here po muna another label. Okay? So, this label number 2, we'll change the text of this into answer. Then after that is we're going to add again another text box. So let's add one text box again. Okay, so katulad na sa first text box natin, uulitin lang natin yung process. We need to delete the hint, begin and check yung read only, and change the height and also the width. Okay, so for the height, again, it's up to you na lang kung gaano kalaki yung gusto ninyo. Then for the width size, you can change it into fill parent. Okay? So nasundan po ba? Okay, so next thing is, lagyan lang natin ulit ng design yung ating answer. So you just need to adjust na lang po yung kanyang font size, color. And so it's up to you na po. So for 1 minute po, sige. Yung ating component ng label 2 and also the text box number 2. Okay, so are we done na po ba? Okay, so let's proceed. So, kung napansin niyo po, yung itsura ng ating screen is halos lahat is nasa left side, especially the two labels or the label and the buttons that we add. So, paano po ba natin siya center? So, you can adjust the under the screen 1, you will see here the property po na align horizontal and align vertical. So, you just need to change it into center, to the right, to the left, so it's up to you na po, okay? But if yung screen natin is naka-scrollable siya, so yung vertical natin or align vertical, stop lang po yung pwede natin gawin, okay? So paano nyo po siya may edit or kunyari gusto nyo yung question na to is nasa left side lang siya. So doon po tayo gagamit ng tinatawag natin na layout. So for example, we have here the horizontal arrangement and the vertical arrangement. So, ano po sa tingin niyo yung gamit ng horizontal arrangement? So, anyone? Rather than Kenneth? Rather than Kenneth, So, anyone, kung ano po, sino po yung nakakaalam po ano yung gamit ng horizontal arrangement?
Para ma-align po natin yung mga component natin sa horizontal
So, correct.
position.
So, meaning ng horizontal arrangement, it will arrange all the components inside of it horizontally. Okay? So, for example, this one. So, yan. So, yung label 1 natin is hindi na siya nakasenter kasi yung sinusundan niya yung property of alignment is yung nasa loob na po ni horizontal arrangement or yung property na ni horizontal arrangement. So, ibig sabihin din po, rather than designing, you can also use this horizontal arrangement or layouts as a subscreen of your application. Okay? So, pwede na din silang second screen gamitin. So, depende na lang po sa magiging logic ng application po ninyo. Okay? So, after that, so yung last two component or yung special important component na kailangan natin, which is the text-to-speech and the speech recognizer. So, makikita po natin yon dito po sa media. Then, kunin lang po natin or drag and drop lang po natin yung speech recognizer and the text-to-speech. So these two components po is called the non-visible component. So hindi nyo po siya kailangan i-design dito sa screen natin. Kasi makikita nyo po yan dito po sa bottom part po ng ating designer. Okay? So nasundan po ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before we go to the coding part of our application, so again, we need to rename our components according to their function. So important po yun. So that coding part, mas mabilis natin silang ma-identify. So yung first component na hindi natin i-rename is yung ating text box 1. So let's change the name of this into question DB or question text box. So DB short for the text box. Okay? Then next is yung ating button number 1 which is for the asking a question. So let's rename that into question BTN. Kasi pangit naman pag ask BTN, di ba? So question BTN.
Then, next is yung ating text box number 2. So, for the text box number 2 is the answer TV. Again, for the text box 1 is question TV. For the button number 1 is question button or question TTN. Then, yung ating text box number 2 will be answer TV. Okay? So, yun lang yung components na kailangan natin i-name. So, nasundan po ba? Okay, so now we can go to the coding part of our project. So, under the right side of your screen or the top right side, you will see here the blocks. So, click po yung blocks para makapunta kayo sa code viewer ni MIT App Inventor. So, the code viewer of the MIT App, we have here a built-in code blocks, which is the control, logic, math, text, list, dictionaries, scholars, variables, and procedures. Then, dito naman po sa bandang baba is the components block. So, meaning, yung mga blocks from the components yung gagamitin natin. And inside the MITs, meron din po tayong two kinds of code blocks, which is the getter and setter block. And triggering block. So, yun po yung mga blocks na meron tayo inside the MIT. So, like po dun sa M block, so since the M block po is meron po siyang trigger block na when green flag is clicked, when key is pressed. So, meron din po tayo dito sa MIT like the when button is being clicked. So, ito po ang example ng isang trigger block or action block. Okay, so yung getter block naman po is ito po siya. So, meaning is we're going to get a property or a property from a component. Then, the setter block naman po is we're going to set a content inside the property of a component. Okay? So, let's start. So, the first thing that we need to do here is we're going to click on our screen 1. So, let's click on our screen 1. Then, let's add here yung when screen 1 that initialize. Okay, then ang gagawin natin is once na mag-open yung application natin, is magbibigay ng introduction yung application natin like hello or saying hello. So, again, add the when screen 1 that initialize from the screen 1. Then next is we're going to click on our text-to-speech 1. Then let's add here po yung call text-to-speech 1 that speak then the message. Okay? Then after that, is para malagay natin yung mismong message, is we need an empty string. So, take niyo po yung text block or text category.
Hindi ko po kasi gusto maiwan kasi.
So sorry, hindi na pala ako nag-sample kanina ng mismong actual app. Kasi wala akong pang-connect sa laptop eh. Okay na. Okay. So again, after you add the call text-to-speech 1 that speak message code block, next is we need an empty string or a string block from the text. So ito po yun, yung nasa pinakataas, yung empty string. So you need to attach that inside the message. So like the M block po, so code blocks din po yung ginagamit natin kay MITN. Parang puzzle lang din po siya. Then you can connect a certain block if hindi siya fit doon. Okay? So for the message, okay na po yung parang maglagay ng introductory message po ninyo. So for example, hi, my name is Vince. Then, what do you want to know? Or what do you want to know? Tama ba yung grammar mo?
Pwede ka magtagal.
Last name man. Sige. Okay. Ulit. Ulit na ulit.
Vince.
Well,
Pakawalan mo sa'yo.
So, ibig sabihin po niyan, so every time na mag-open yung screen natin or yung application, ito po yung first message na mag-show or babanggitin ng ating app. Okay? So, are we done na po ba?
Yes, sir.
So, next thing is yung pag-gather naman ng information or ng question from the user of the application. So, as I said earlier, ang gagamitin natin is yung button 1 natin or yung question button. So, let's click on the question button. Then, let's add here the when question btn click. So, ito yung gagamitin natin trigger block para mag-open yung ating speech recognizer. Okay? So, after you add this one, so, let's click on the speech recognizer 1. Then, let's add here yung code block na call speech recognizer 1 get text. Okay, so si speech recognizer, so ang ginagamit niya is yung Google Voice Assistant from our phone. Okay, so default na po yun. I'm not so sure lang if mariread niya if ever na may third voice assistant application yung phone niya. But yung default po niya is si Google Voice Assistant.
Paalam lang sa parking ng motor. 3 next week.
Okay, so after you add that, so ang gagawin naman natin is ano yung mangyayari once na mag-gather na ng ating application or ng ating speech recognizer yung message from the user. So let's click again on the speech recognizer 1. Then let's add here po yung code block na when speech recognizer 1 that after getting the text or after getting text. Okay, so nasundan po ba? Okay, so yung first na gagawin natin, so sa ating designer, so once na mag-gather ng application natin yung, or ng speech recognizer, yung question ng ating user, so i-display natin yung mismong question niya dito sa text box 1 or sa question TV. So para magawa natin yon, so let's click on the question TV. Then let's add here po yung set question TV.text2. Again, yung set question TV.text2. So if ever na nahihirapan po kayong hanapin yung specific code block, so you can just add any set block, then change na lang po yung kanyang property or yung nasa after the dot po, or yung may drop down box. Then change po siya into text. Ayan. Then, after that is we're gonna hover our mouse dito sa result or button ng mouse ninyo dito sa result, then get the result. Okay? Then, after that, so again, yung gagawin natin application is parang voice assistant. So, meaning, is kailangan natin ng mga keywords doon sa question para mag-show tayo ng isang answer or ng specific answer for a specific question. So, hindi natin isi-set yung mismong buong set of questions. So, ang gagawin lang natin is magsiset lang tayo ng keywords. So, para magawa natin yun, is kailangan natin ng if, then, and else na code block. Sorry. Ito po pala yung if, then, else. Although pwede naman tayo mag-add. So, pero much better na ito na. Yung if, then, or if, then, else, if, then, else. Okay. Then, after that is we need to click on the text category or text block. Then, let's add here po yung contains text piece. Again, text category or text block. Then, yung contains text or piece. So, ito po yung magiging condition ng ating application para bago niya i-show yung isang output. Okay? So again, ang sabi ko po is maglalagay lang po tayo ng isang keyword or ng keywords for a specific answer. So for the text, so yung panggagalingan po ng checkin or yung pagbabanggaan ng data ng ating application is from the question of our user. So we need to hover our mouse in the result. Then let's add here the get result beside the text. Then for the piece, is maglalagay tayo ng another text block which is the empty string. Then dito natin ilalagay yung specific keyword. So for example, if the question of the user is what's your name? So ang ilalagay lang natin dito is yung keyword na name. So again, keyword lang yung ilalagay natin. But if you wanted to na yung mismong specific question yung gusto nyo nakalagay, you can do so naman. Okay? So after that, so ang gagawin na natin is yung i-add naman natin as a code is yung mismong answer for this keyword. So gagawin po natin sa ating designer, so isa-show din natin dito yung answer, then dapat babanggitin din ng ating application yung mismong answer. So first is yung pag-show muna ng ating answer dito sa answer text box. So let's add here the answer TV. Then let's add here yung set answer TV dot text2. Okay. Then after that is maglalagay tayo ulit ng another empty string. So text block, then yung empty string. Then dito po is ito-type nyo po or manually type nyo na po kung ano po yung answer dito po sa specific question na to. Okay? So for example, yung answer is my name is Luis. So parang hindi po siyang mga FAQs kung nakatry na po kayo mga Facebook ad. Alas na Spotify. Last na lang. Okay? So after that naman, so na-display na natin yung text. So para naman panggitin ng ating application yung mismong answer, so we're going to use again the text-to-speech. So click nyo po yung text-to-speech, then yung call text-to-speech 1.speak message. Ayan. Then duplicate nyo na lang po yung empty string, then basically the message. Okay? So done na tayo for our first question. So paano naman for the second question? So para mas mabilis po, hindi nyo pa ulit-ulit i-add lahat, you can just duplicate each code block or each set of code block, then change na lang po ninyo yung mismong keyword. So for example naman po, yung age or paano ba tinatanong yung age? Hindi naman what's your age, diba? So how old are you? So lagay nyo lang old. So ang question, or pwede naman po age. So again, you can set a specific keyword or a full set of question. Okay, so yan for example. Then yung answer dyan, duplicate nyo na lang. Or you can just duplicate na po the set of answer. Then change po yung mismong answer for that specific keyword. So for example, I'm 23. Okay, then last part. So, paano naman po if yung set of, yung question ng user natin is wala doon sa specific, wala siya doon sa sinet natin na mga keywords. So, ang gagawin na lang po natin is maglalagay na lang po tayo ng another answer TV and also yung call text to speech. Then, i-change na lang natin yung mismong message that I do not understand the question. So, we can set naman po kung ano gusto nyo message once na yung question ng ating user, once na yung question ng user is wala na sa mga keywords na nilagay natin. Okay. So, 1 minute na lang.
Question. Ibig sabihin kada information, another set of intents.
Yes. Yeah. So, paano po, for example, gusto nyo pa pong mag-add ng another set of question or set of keywords and answer? So, may gear icon po tayo dito sa if, then, and else natin. So, you can just click on that. Then, maglalagay lang po kayo ng another else if.
Question.
Yes po.
Paano kung manilan yung pagka-pronounce or manilan yung pagkakasabi? Still, madedetect pa rin?
Nakadepende na kasi sa Google Voice Assistant talaga. So kung paano naiintindihan ni Google Voice Assistant yung binanggit mo, yun yung mag-appear. So pag hindi mo nabanggit yung keyword, hindi mag-show yung mismong answer. Or ang sasabihin niya is yung nasa else natin, which is yung I don't understand your question. Okay?
Paano kapag yung keyword dyan is what is your name of your age?
I think ang lalabas dun is yung pinakadulo.
Age.
Yeah.
Yung age.
Kasi random siya pababa.
So, sir, dapat talaga, if that else, yung
Yes.
hindi
Oo,
siya,
nasa-
hindi siya kada black I mean.
Ah, yeah.
Kasi yung ginawa natin last time.
Else then. Ay, if then lang. Di ba?
Lang.
Although mag-work din naman yun, kahit naka-if then lang siya.
Same
Mas
result.
maganda lang din ito kasi makapag.
Same result yan.
Di ba ChatGPT yung ginamit ni ano dati?
So ito kasi hindi natin siya pwedeng i-compare din sa ChatGPT kasi sa ChatGPT, isipan yung database na pinanggagaling na kasi ng result niya. Ito kasi is a simple lang, so more likely para siyang FAQs na specific lang din yung or limited lang yung kaya na ibigay na information. Okay? And as you can see then, manually natin siya isa-set. Okay, so are you done na po ba? So para makapag-break na rin tayo? Or late after yung break na lang? Itatas na lang nila. Okay, so yung testing natin is later na lang. So if may time kayo, you can download na lang po the AI Companion in your mobile phone. Ito po yung token na makikita natin sa kanya sa Play Store. And you can follow me on Facebook, on the